Every week, people email me asking for help getting footage of their crashes. Sometimes I'm able to help. But most of the time, I'm not. Even though Seattle has hundreds of traffic cameras, most crashes aren't caught on camera. That's why it's important that you have a way to protect yourself, and one of the best ways you can do that is with a reliable dash cam. I've been driving with the dash cam for the past 15 years, and I recently decided it was time to upgrade to a new one. I reached out to the website Black Box My Car, and they sent me a Viofo A129 Plus Duo, which I've been testing for the past 6 weeks. Now before you call me a sellout and unsubscribe, let me show you why you need a dash cam and what you should look for when buying one. Picture this. You've got a green light, it's been green for a while, and as you proceed through the intersection, another driver runs a red light and smashes into your car. Liability-wise, it should be cut and dry, right? Well, what if no witnesses stick around, and the other driver swears that their light was green? Suddenly, this is a word versus word crash, and you've got no way of proving that you were in the right. At best, you're now on the hook for your deductible while your insurance handles repairs. But what if you have liability-only coverage? Now you've got a wrecked car, and the at-fault driver isn't paying a cent. It could get worse, though. Let's say you're cruising along, and suddenly another driver pulls out in front of you. You're paying attention, but there's literally no time to stop, and you rear-end them. If you can't prove that they cut you off, you're the one going home with a ticket and an at-fault collision on your record. Lane changes, merges, U-turns. There are countless ways a bad driver can cause a crash that looks like your fault. And what if it's not another driver? What if it's a kid on a bike blowing through a red light directly into the path of your car? It's horrific to think about, and the financial consequences could be devastating. I have dozens of videos of bicycle riders and pedestrians cruising or riding into the path of vehicles and getting hit. In fact, I had a very close call last year with a bicyclist. Watch this rider on the sidewalk. I was extremely close to hitting him, and if I had, it would have looked like it was my fault. Now, in some cases, a witness might stick around, but that's not something you can count on, especially when the stakes are so high. Now you might be saying, I'll just rely on the traffic camera guy to prove what happened. And it's true, I'm always happy to help provide footage when I can, but as I mentioned at the start of this video, a lot of the time I'm not able to get footage. Seattle has hundreds of traffic cameras, but most parts of the city aren't covered by the cameras. Even downtown, which has the highest density of cameras, has plenty of intersections that aren't covered. Moving into other areas of the city, there are vast stretches with no cameras at all. Even if your crash happens in a spot with a camera, that camera could be obstructed, or facing the wrong way, or just down for maintenance. The camera might be working properly, but the archiving site I rely on for past footage might be down. It's been down for the past month, so I haven't gotten any new crashes for weeks. The point is, you can't rely on the traffic cameras to protect you. You need to get a dash cam. A quick look online shows dozens of dash camera options, but remember, this is your insurance policy, so you don't necessarily want to just go with the cheapest option you can find. The A129 Plus Duo retails for $180. So what does that get you that a $50 dash camera doesn't? Number one is reliability. Viofo has been around for 15 years, and they're widely regarded as the top dash camera manufacturer. Their cameras tend to be highly rated by both consumers and reviewers. Based on my research and experience so far, I feel comfortable using this dash cam as my sole camera, and I've stopped using my old dash cam entirely. The video quality is great. The A129 records in 2K, 2560 by 1440. In my testing, it did well driving towards the sun, in the rain, the ever-present clouds, and the occasional surprise hailstorm. It even maintains good quality under thick tree cover, which can cause video artifacts in a lot of cameras. The nighttime quality is also good, especially with high dynamic range turned on. Without HDR, the focus gets a little soft in the distance, but closer objects are crisp. Turning on HDR really increases the level of detail and clarity. Here are a few clips with my old camera on top and the Viofo A129 on the bottom. You can see how much clearer and sharper the footage is with the new camera. It's important for Seattle residents to have a camera that does well in the dark because, as you all know, it gets dark here at 4 p.m. in the winter. Now, YouTube often compresses the video clips, so I'll have some links to unedited video clips uploaded on a Google Drive in the video description. Now, the Viofo Duo dashcams also come with a rear camera, which is fun to have. It records 1920 by 1080, and the quality is good, although it can vary depending on weather conditions and the cleanliness of your windows. Do you need a rear camera? That depends on how and when you drive. I think for people who commute on the freeway each day, it can be very valuable to have, especially for scenarios involving lane changes and merging. It also does a good job picking up license plates, which could be useful if someone rear-ends you and takes off. Night quality is generally good, but can vary due to reflections and the brightness of most headlights these days. If I had a cleaner rear window, that would probably help too. The only real downside to a rear camera is you have an extra wire running through your car. In the A129, that wire plugs into the side of the front unit. As you can see, wire management is a bit of an issue with my setup, although part of that is because I was running 2 dash cameras for testing. Now, I have a classic car, early 2000s, and I'm worried that if I start popping off panels to hide the wires, I'm not going to be able to get those panels back on. Folks that are braver than me or have a newer car can watch YouTube videos that show you how to hide the wires, or you can hire an installer, but I'm just letting the cables dangle for now. Now, one thing I really like about the Viofo is the compact size and the fact that it mounts right up against the windshield, giving it a much lower profile. As you can see, my old dash camera hung from the mirror, which made it more obvious both from inside the car and outside. The lower profile of the Viofo means I'm comfortable just leaving it in the car unless I'm heading somewhere really sketchy, like Magnolia. If you are parking somewhere sketchy, you can easily remove the camera from the mount and either hide it or take it with you. With my old dash camera, I originally used a suction cup mount, but those proved to be unreliable. The mirror mount worked well, but it produced a terrible rattling noise, which is not present with the Viofo. The mic on the Viofo does work just fine, and it'll pick up all of your terrible car singing, which you can either delete or post online for the world to see. Speaking of deleting, we should talk about memory cards. Again, you're not going to want to just get the cheapest memory card. Your card is going to need to handle a huge amount of data being written at high speeds, especially if you're going with a dual camera setup. Your dash camera manufacturer will have recommendations for what kind of memory card to get. I ended up going with the Viofo branded one since I knew it was optimized for my camera. I went with the 256 gigabyte version, which holds about 10 to 12 hours of footage. Like pretty much any dash camera, it'll write until the card is full and then overwrite the oldest footage. To get footage off of the dash cam, you have a few options. You can pop out the SD card and plug it into your computer. You can pull the whole dash camera off the windshield and attach it to the computer with the included USB cable. Or you can connect to the dash cam via Wi-Fi and transfer the files that way. The Wi-Fi on the A129 is quite slow. It took about 5 minutes to transfer a 3-minute video clip, so I wouldn't recommend going that route. Now, supposedly it's faster on some of the newer Viofo models. The Wi-Fi connection is nice if you're looking to change a lot of settings on the camera. The app is faster than scrolling through the menu on the camera itself. I do recommend reviewing a few video files every few weeks just to make sure that things are functioning normally. Now, I titled this video 501 Reasons to Get a Dash Cam. How did I come up with that number? Well, every day, hundreds of thousands of people commute into Seattle. Now, the numbers are going to vary wildly depending on your route and commute length, but let's say you pass 1,000 other drivers heading into work and another 1,000 coming home. According to statistics, a horrifying 2% of them are under the influence at any given time. Another 20% are on their phone. You'll pass maybe 50 bikers, at least 10% of which have no sense of self-preservation. And of the 200 pedestrians you go by, maybe 10% of those are jaywalking, stepping blindly into traffic, or having a mental health crisis. That gives us about 465 reasons to have a dash cam, but what about the rest? Well, a dash cam isn't just for capturing terrible things that might happen to you. A dash cam can capture moments of beauty. And it can capture memories. I've taken my dash cam on numerous vacations and road trips, from California to Canada and everywhere in between. Depending on what footage you choose to save, a dash cam can show you views that no longer exist, or let you navigate through a city as it once was. A dash cam can show you where you've been, and sometimes that's just as valuable as seeing where you're going next. So there you have it, 501 reasons to buy a dash cam. In a semi-awkward turn of events, the Viofo A129 Duo is now sold out on blackboxmycar.com, and BlackboxMyCar has also left the affiliate program we'd been communicating through. While I get that figured out, I've placed some Amazon affiliate links in the description, both to the A129 and the A229, which is newer, only slightly more expensive, and has some nice features like voice control. If you purchase through those links, I may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. Or I may not. I've never done this before, and I'm not positive I did it correctly. If you already have a dash cam that you either love or hate, I'd love to read about it in the comments. Also in the comments, if you have any questions about the A129 or dash cams in general, please feel free to ask. Just like driving over the Viaduct, my channel members make me feel excited and a little nervous. Thank you all so much for your support, and a special shout out to my Super STC supporters: Heated Wigwam, Drew A. Stewart, Real PayPal, Matthew Krebs, Miss Maria Cat, Salty Seattle Cyclist, Claire Hoover, George Masters, Jonathan Retveld, I Am Me, Robert Lindsay, Maury, Mark Siddell, and last but certainly not least, Bluto is watching. Thank you for your continued support. It really is amazing. If you'd like to join the shaky infrastructure of this channel, you can become a member from the watch page of any video or from my main channel profile. If you'd prefer to support the channel with a one-time donation, you can buy me a coffee. And if you're unable to support the channel financially, that's totally okay. Your views and comments are awesome and appreciated. So that is it for tonight. Until next time, slow down, phone down, eyes up, and buy a dash cam. Thanks for watching. Well, I left home just a week before, and I've never ever been a Jedi before. But Obi-Wan, he set me straight, of course. He said, go to Yoda and he'll show you the Force. Well, I'm not the kind that would argue with Ben, so it looks like I'm gonna start all over again with my Yoda. Yo 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 Yoda. Yo 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 Yoda. Yoda. Yo 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 Yoda. Yo 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 Yoda. Da 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 bow wow bow bow bow.